If you're still using the default settings in this game, you're making your fights harder than they need to be. Most players think they just need better aim, faster reactions, or more practice, but your settings can make a huge difference in how clearly you see the game and how comfortable your aim feels. So today, I'm showing you 5 settings that can make your gameplay feel smoother, cleaner, and more consistent. And stay until number 5, because this one can make your gunplay feel way more responsive. First up, your crosshair. If you're using a dynamic crosshair, it expands and changes when you move, jump, or fire. The problem? All that movement is happening right in the center of your screen. Switch it to static. A static crosshair stays in one consistent position, making it easier to keep your eyes focused and your aim predictable. This is especially useful when you're quickly switching between targets, because your crosshair isn't constantly moving around while you're trying to line up the shot. Now, setting number 2, camera shake. If camera shake is enabled, explosions, movement, and other effects can make your screen shake around during fights, and when you're already trying to track a fast-moving enemy, the last thing you need is more movement on your screen. Turn camera shake off. This gives you a much more stable view so you can focus on your target instead of dealing with unnecessary screen shake. It won't magically make your aim better, but it can make the game feel much cleaner. Now let's talk about setting number 3, field of view. Your FOV controls how much of the game world you can see around you. A lower FOV gives you a more zoomed-in view, while a higher FOV lets you see more of what's happening around you. Try experimenting with an FOV somewhere between 100 and 120. A wider FOV can make it easier to notice enemies approaching from the edges of your screen, giving you better awareness during fast fights. But don't just max it out and expect to become a better player. Higher FOV can also make distant enemies look smaller, so find a value that actually feels comfortable for you. And once you've changed your FOV, there's one more setting you need to check: FOV effects. When this is enabled, the game can apply visual changes to your camera while you're sprinting, sliding, or taking damage. It might look cool, but during a gunfight, consistency is usually more important. Turn FOV effects off. This keeps your camera more consistent so your view isn't constantly changing while you're trying to track an enemy. And now, setting number 5, aiming animations. Depending on the game and weapon, aiming animations can add extra movement and visual transitions when you aim or switch weapons. If you find them distracting, turn them off. This won't magically remove your actual input delay, but it can reduce visual clutter and make your ADS transitions feel cleaner and more immediate. And honestly, that's the goal with all 5 of these settings. You're not trying to find some magic button that instantly makes you a pro. You're trying to make the game easier to read, easier to control, and more consistent. So test these settings for yourself. Play a few fights, see what feels better, and change anything that doesn't work for you. Because the best settings aren't necessarily the ones someone else tells you to use. They're the ones that let you play at your best. If this helped, drop a comment telling me which setting made the biggest difference for you, and subscribe for more quick gaming tips. I'll see you in the next one.